Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. My name is Muhammad Iqbal Syah. Now, I'm gonna tell you about the basic competence KD, KSL, and KI from the subject curriculum and material development. Next, Graduates Competency Standard or SKL. Graduate Competency Standard (SKL) are criteria regarding the qualification of graduates' abilities which include attitudes, knowledge, and skill. Graduates Competency Standard are used as assessment guideline in determining student graduation from the education unit. The scope of Graduate Competency Standard (SKL) is as follows: 1. SKL for education unit, 2. SKL for subject group, 3. SKL for subject. Next, Core Competencies (KI). Core competencies (KI) are the level of ability to achieve graduates' competency standard that must be possessed by students at each grade level or program that form the basis for basic competency development. Core competencies include 4 dimensions that reflect KI 1, KI 2, KI 3, and KI 4. 1. Spiritual attitudes, 2. Social attitudes, 3. Knowledge, 4. Skill. Competencies related to religious and social attitudes are developed indirectly. Indirect teaching, namely when students learn about knowledge, competency group 3, and application of knowledge or skill, core competency group 4. Next, basic competence or KD. Basic competence KD is the ability to achieve core competencies that must be obtained by students through learning. Basic competencies contain a number of abilities that must be mastered by students in certain subjects. As a reference for completing competency indicators in a lesson, basic competencies contain attitudes, knowledge, and skill that are sought from core competencies that must be mastered by students. These competencies are developed by taking into account the characteristics of student initial abilities and characteristics of a subject. Next, the objectives of the 2013 curriculum are stated in the content standard, which are derivatives of the Graduate Competency Standard or SKL, which consists of core competencies KI and basic competencies KD. Basic competencies occur because of the preparation of core competencies. 1. Core competencies are not taught but are integrated indirectly in learning. 2. Core competencies refer to graduation standard SKL, while basic competencies refer to core competencies. 3. Core competencies are the basis for preparing basic competencies. 4. Core competencies are not tied to a subject, but basic competencies are tied to subject. Next, learning outcome indicator. Competency standard. 1. To be able to understand giving expression. Basic competencies. 1. Taught to 1. Reading comprehension, mourn, and thank you. And the learning outcome indicator 1 being able to say the congregation. Okay, I think enough. Thank you for your attention.